What is up, guys? Welcome. What time? All right, just getting everything set up. Hope you guys are having a great, what is it, Monday, Tuesday? Got all my days messed up. Let me check my mic real quick and make sure we're good to go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, let's start that over. Welcome, guys. Crypto FUD, and let's jump right into this, guys. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It is Tuesday. I already know that, but I am still getting on the groove of getting back into normal lifestyle of not being on vacation, right? Loots number one, what's going on? Kindamir, Owen, Red Rum, Overcome, Troy. Let's see here. What's going on, guys? Owen, make sure you guys slap those likes. Let's see here. Whew. All right. Red Rum's asking, is this going to be the final shakeout before the skyrocket? Hopefully, bro. We're going to cover a couple things. Obviously, you guys already know we've been covering, and if you've been following the channel, you kind of already expected what we've seen today and what we're going to probably see for tonight until tomorrow. And that brings me to tomorrow. We are going to have a morning stream. CPI report is going to be dropping at 8:30 a.m. Jerome Powell is going to be speaking, I believe. Let me see here. Press conference. So he's going to be speaking around 2:30 p.m. So we're going to do a morning stream, and then we'll do our evening stream, and we'll basically cover everything that was said, after the fact, after he speaks. So tomorrow, 8:30, be here or be square. We're going to cover tomorrow's CPI reports. And, we discussed this yesterday. CPI reports, obviously, tomorrow for core. What we're looking for year over year forecast 3.5%. If we can hit that 3.5 or lower, that's going to mean that the markets are going to be acting bullish. If we exceed that forecast 3.6 or higher, we're going to see some bearish, volatile times. Pretty much is what we're going to see. So we'll see how that plays out. Jojo, what's going on, brother? Jay, what's going on, brother? Eduardo, what is going on, brother? So Bitcoin right now is sitting at around 67,000, a little under 67,500. We did drop down to about 67,000 even before breaking back above. We broke a little bit below this support level, which I was like, uh-oh, when we broke down, but it looks like we we eventually broke back up. Now, a couple of things that I am seeing is don't feel like this is just going to be a V-shaped recovery. You guys can see we broke down, but look where we're starting to hit our head on. This is going to be our 4-hour chart. This is the 200-day SMA moving average right here, and you can see we basically have been hitting our head right here at this 200. I'm anticipating, obviously we're a little bit above right now. We'll have to see how this candle forms, but I am anticipating that most likely, now things could change, but most likely we're going to stay below this 200-day moving average for right now, possibly coming back, maybe retesting this 66,400 by tonight, tomorrow morning. You have to remember uncertainty, right? One thing that we are certain about is tomorrow's FOMC meeting. They're gonna continue to pause rates. We already know that. That's already pretty much written in the books. What's the uncertainty part is tomorrow, the CPI report. Are we going to meet forecasts? Are we going to be better than forecasts? Are we going to be hotter than what we're looking for? That's the uncertainty, and that's why you're seeing a big sell-off for today. Tomorrow also, remember I was talking about this. I was like, wow, tomorrow we have the CPI report and the FOMC meeting fall on the same day as well. Normally those are two separate days, and normally they each bring us some volatile times each, right? On those both separate days. Today or tomorrow they're going to be together. So I think that's why it was kind of like a double whammy on why we saw such a big cool off earlier today, pretty much start off, and really this weekend was pretty dull. Nothing too much. We did break above 70,000 very briefly, but it was quickly rejected for Bitcoin. So again, tomorrow we will be streaming at 8:30 a.m. We'll cover the numbers. I will open up either a short or long, whatever I'm feeling, right? We'll see how that plays out. Solana got beat down like she went around and stole some money. She literally got beat down this earlier today. She was down to 145. I was like, holy crap. I kept looking at the charts and she was just dropping and dropping and dropping. And she has bounced from that 145, but I mean, she's at 149. She's been beat down. I ain't going to lie. She's been beat down. I wonder why Solana took a little bit more of a beating today than than majority of your major projects, right? What you saw with Solana was something that you would probably see with like Milady or something that has a smaller market cap. But today we saw a relatively larger sell-off for Solana, which I was a little confused. I was checking the network because usually when you see something like that happen, Solana will usually is either having congestive issues or the Solana network is down. We've seen that happen throughout the last few months where Solana will briefly go down and you'll see a freaking big ass sell-off on Solana, and then it usually will bounce right back up. So I was thinking, I'm like, did something happen with Solana today? But obviously it was nothing. Solana's up and running. And yeah, it just was one of those projects, one of those days today that I just took a little bit more of a hit than others. Looking at the watch list though, everything right now is in the green. BONK and PEPE are the only two things that are actually up today. What's a little confusing is why is PEPE running? PEPE's running today, not like going crazy, but you can see a nice little W pattern that's formed. Bounce right here at the 382, I believe, right? Yeah, the 382 bounced beautifully. And you can see it is up, technically up over 6% for today. And then BONK, nothing too crazy, but it almost looks like it has that same W pattern as PEPE. And it looks like it's wanting to possibly show signs it's going to take off. So maybe this is a sign that tomorrow CPI report is probably not going to be as bad as we're anticipating. Looking at the bubbles for today, all in the red. Everything's in the red. The only thing that's technically in the green, like I said, PEPE and Ondo. Craig, where are you at, bro? Where are you at, Craig? Every time I talk about Ondo, I always think about Craig because he was like the first one in here talking about Ondo, which has been doing really well since it pretty much dropped. But you guys can see sea of red. Looking at the weekly, a sea of red, guys. Brett taking the lead at 42%, but everything else in the top 100 is pretty much in the red. So pretty much summing up what we've been seeing for the last week, maybe a little bit longer than a week. We've just been seeing a lot of projects moving down. Now looking at the week though, a lot of these projects are down. Like I'm looking at it now, like Fetch, 26.9% down. Athena, down 27.9%. Notcoin, that was freaking going nuts like a few weeks ago, down 32.8%. Jupiter, 17.5%. I mean, looking at all these projects, I mean, they're not just down, but they're down a considerable amount. So right now wouldn't be a bad time. Bad time to be stacking up and adding to your bags. Let's check out what Milady is actually doing right now. She did break into my buy zone technically. Did I buy? I did not. I did not buy yet, but I have been watching and keeping my eye on her. Got my eye on this girl because she did technically break below that 17.9, and I did tell you guys that I am looking. 17.9 right here. She broke below the 17.9, and I am looking to just continue to add to the bag. One thing I am kind of waiting to see is if we're going to come down to the 618, and if we're going to see somewhat of a bounce. If we maybe break below the 618, excuse me, then I'm probably looking at buying some bigger, chunks instead of buying small increments. Because like right now, if I was to start adding back to the bag or adding to the bag, it would be small increments with anticipation that we might see a little bit more pain up until tomorrow morning when we get those numbers. And what sucks is tomorrow's going to be a freaking weird day because we're going to have the CPI report come out. Let's say the CPI report drops tomorrow, right? And we meet the forecast, right? The core inflation year over year comes out to 3.5%. All right, it's great. The market's going to start rallying, right? It's going to rally, and then most likely you're going to see it come right back down, and you're going to be like, what the hell's going on? Oh, yeah, Jerome Powell's about to speak 3 or 4 hours later, right? So it's going to be a little bit of a wacky day where we're going to see a lot of emotions up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So kind of waiting to see. Tomorrow might be a good day to swing it. And I don't mean for all you nasty people out there swinging it. I mean like swing trading, all right? Get your mind out of the gutter. Just kidding. What's going on, Soldier? At ease, Soldier. Red Rum said, please, Milady, treat daddy good. Bruh. You didn't say no Diddy after that. You didn't say no Diddy after that one, bruh. I'm just kidding with you. I'm just messing with you, man. I feel like I'm kind of losing my voice, all the damn screaming and stuff I've been doing in the last few days. Troy, you like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody at least liked that. I forgot, like 2 weeks ago, someone said that my jokes were corny and that I probably shouldn't be saying jokes anymore. So it's just, I can't, sometimes I got to just drop those corny jokes here and there. But Rosales, what's going on, brother? Jay said, all I see is discounts. I mean, honestly, that's the same. You guys don't want to hear what I want to see right now. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know a lot of you are going to be like, no. What I would love to see is I would love to see Bitcoin come back and retest some of these levels like 59, 60,000 just to kind of replenish and us start to run back up. And for me to, and I know I'm talking selfish, but I would love for that to happen because I would, get some good positions on a lot of projects because obviously long term, staying bullish 100%, but I wouldn't mind seeing a nice, what we saw today was great. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that continue just for a few days, to kind of just basically exhaust the sellers, but also give buyers a chance to really jump in on some of these projects that we know are going to do really well. And I know I'm speaking selfishly, but can dream, right? Can dream. Omar says, I swear I've missed like 25% of the streams from the accumulation of nonstop ads. What's crazy, Omar, is I have another screen up with a whole another computer that I keep on here because this kind of lets me know if there's any connections issues or audio issues, and not one freaking commercial has come through. So I don't know if maybe it's your settings or I don't know, bro. You know how YouTube is. YouTube's like, it wants to blast. Have you been buying on some of those ads? Maybe you clicked in on an ad and they're like, all right, just keep sending them to him. He's going to buy something. Donald, what's going on? Troy said, make sure you guys hit that like. What we got? 14 likes, 30 people here. I should probably just quit the stream. Should just quit this stuff. What's a good ad blocker? I don't know, bro. I didn't even know they had ad blockers like for YouTube. I really didn't know that. I'm one of those ones that just like right when that damn skip pops up, it's not even been there for a split second. I've already hit it. Let's jump right into this. So Bitcoin pullback to 66,000 triggers 250 million in crypto liquidations as traders brace for a wild Wednesday of FOMC meeting and CPI report. And this is what I was saying, guys. It's something that we have not seen in the last 3 years that we've been dealing with the FOMC meetings, CPI reports. We have not seen, that I can recall, freaking both of them falling on the same day. I think tomorrow is going to be just a wild day tomorrow, honestly. It's going to be like, yes, we're pumping. Oh, shit. Bitcoin's at 65. Hell yeah, we're back up to 73. Oh, shit, we're down to 59. Up and down, up and down. So if you're swing trading or leverage trading, if you can catch those swings, that's going to be a play tomorrow, I think. But I would be very cautious. Be very cautious, guys, because like I said, the markets are going to be all over the place. They're going to be all over the place. So let's just read into this. So tomorrow's Fed dot plot of interest rate projections and forward guidance by Chairman Powell will be a key for what's next for the digital asset market. Cryptocurrencies tumbled deeper into correction on Tuesday, with Bitcoin's dipping to near 66,000 as traders brace for Wednesday's key U.S. inflation report and Federal Reserve meeting. Bitcoin started the day trading near 70,000 before hitting a 3-week low price at 66,170. During the U.S. session, it slightly rebounded to near 66,500, but was still down nearly 5% over the past 24 hours. Altcoins saw even deeper pullbacks during the same period, with the broad market crypto market benchmark CoinDesk 20 index declining over 6%, with all 20 constituents being in the red. Ethereum broke below 3,500 and was down 6.5%, while Solana, Dogecoin, and Cardano's ADA and Chainlink endured a 6 to 9% loss. The sudden pullback occurred over $250 million in liquidations of leveraged derivatives trading positions across all crypto assets, marking the second significant leverage flush in a week after Friday's $400 million liquidations. And this is what I'm saying, guys. This right here is showing you. Excuse me. This is what, basically what I'm saying is right now, if you're kind of new to leverage trading and you're not real big on, spotting out some of these indicators on, what's going on, today would have been a really good day to short the market, right? I didn't even mess with it. You know why? Because there's always that, uncertainty that you're gonna start shorting the market, and for whatever reason, word's gonna get out that we're gonna have a good CPI report or something like that, and we start shooting off and you get liquidated, right? And then vice versa. People that are anticipating a good CPI report, which we might most likely get tomorrow, right, are trying to long the market. And what they're doing is they're basically trying to catch this bottom, right? All day today, they're trying to catch the bottom. So people are opening up longs, right? 100x long, liquidated. 100x long, liquidated. 100x long, liquidated. 100x long right here, they're up. They're doing really well, right? And there's going to be people as we speak right now that are opening up longs as we speak. After today, $250 million of people got liquidated on long positions, basically longing the market when they probably should have went short for today, right? With anticipation that tomorrow the CPI report is going to be bullish, right? And what I'm getting to is that's why me personally today I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay out of it. I was like, it sucks because I'm trust me, I'm like, I'm going to stay out of it, and I'm like glued to the charts. I'm like, I could have opened up something there, could have done that, could have done this, but I'm like, you know what, like there was a couple times I even have my my stuff open right here. This has been open for like the last 12 hours. It's been open for me to I already had stuff set up to where I was gonna jump in, but I was like, you know what, I just was like, stay out of it today, Crip, stay out of it, and tomorrow, maybe you'll have a better opportunity when we figure out what the numbers are going to be and how Jerome Powell decides to come out, because tomorrow isn't necessarily going to be for Jerome. See, CPI is going to be about the numbers, right? But tomorrow, Jerome Powell, we already know that they're going to be pausing rates again, right? But it's going to be the wordage. Like I always tell you guys, it's going to be the wordage of what he uses, how he uses it, and how he comes off, right? If he's coming off dovish, meaning bullish, then the markets are going to react positively. But too bad I'm not going to be streaming it live, because I can literally point out when he's trying to be hawkish but not too hawkish, and he's throwing a little dovish stuff, but you can see that he's trying to just keep the markets at bay. Tomorrow, I feel like if we have a good CPI report, he's going to probably come out and he's going to say, listen, we already had plans to pause for today, right? But given in light of the two CPI reports that have been steadily dropping, right? Unemployment just went up to 4% a few weeks ago. That was their goal, right? All these things are starting to check the boxes on what they said they wanted to get to for them to start reducing rates. So I think if that's tomorrow we see a good CPI report, we're most likely going to see the markets most likely rally in anticipation that he's going to be coming out more dovish with his wordage, saying, yes, we are going to pause today, but we are really getting close to starting to reduce rates. And he might give us a timeline tomorrow on what he thinks they're going to possibly see as far as some Fed easing, right? So 19 hours and 21 minutes until the Fed meeting. You guys can see 99.5% are all in agreement. Pretty much everybody is in agreement that we are going to see a complete pause for tomorrow. And 100%, it should be 100%, right? I don't know who the 0.5 is, but we pretty much already know 100% we're going to see a pause. Now, what's weird is, if you guys remember, when we looked at this a few days ago, we were at, I think, 15% for this is July. We were at around 15%, somewhere around there, that was calling for some kind of a 0.5, a 0.25, 0.5, half a percent Fed ease on interest rates. Well, 5% of it shifted back over to a pause, right? And that's a little weird. That's a little not worrisome, or I'm just wondering where's the data coming out? Why 5% moved over towards a pause when they were actually calling for some kind of an ease? You guys already know, though, and I'm sticking to my guns. Even though this has shifted, I'm honestly anticipating, and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna literally soundbite this, right? And we're gonna come back to this exact moment of what I'm saying, right? And it's gonna be basically me saying, I still honestly anticipate that we're gonna most likely see the first Fed ease in September because of the elections. Right now, this obviously can change if we see bad CPI reports come out. But if the CPI reports continue to come out the way they are, they're most likely going to pick September, most likely as that first interest rate easing, Fed meeting is what I'm thinking. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. But remember, we always cover this, guys, because you have to know this stuff. All this stuff right here, you have to know, because this right here dictates the markets. So if you're just nilly-willy over here just trading and you don't know the whys on what the hell is going on with the markets, you're gonna be basically you're shooting in the dark, right? You're just throwing darts in the dark, hoping that they stick. And you guys know how that works, right? You guys know how that works. You're playing against yourself. Work smarter, not harder, right? So let me check on the chat real quick. You guys aren't too talkative today, but I'm glad. It seems like we have 35 people here, and hopefully you guys are just taking all this info in. So RJ said, Corgi with knife. Any other updates that you know of, bro? RJ, did Soldier put you up to saying that? Soldier put you up to saying that, didn't he? You just tell me, how much is Soldier paying you, bro? How much is he paying you? Because I'll double it. No, I'm just kidding. You got to be careful with Soldier. His money's long. You got to be careful with him. Now, so Corgi with knife. Let's see here. I'll pull that up real quick. Rawls, I'm glad you got your YouTube fixed, bro. I know Rawls was hitting me up yesterday. He's like, bro, it will not let me comment or put anything on the chat. Thank you so much for the £5, bro. I really appreciate that. Said Sub G NFK all the way. Hope you had a great holiday. Also, when you are planning to do the airdrops, thank you, Rawls, for reminding me. Thank you again for the £5, and thank you for reminding me. As far as the airdrop, guys, like I said, everybody, you guys are perfectly fine. I was going to do the members only stream today, but what we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to have a morning stream, and then tomorrow before our regular stream, we're going to have a quick members only stream for tomorrow, and it's going to be strictly for the airdrop. All right, we're like I said, back to normal as far as our streaming. So this members only stream is technically the stream that I owe you guys for this past weekend that we were going to do the airdrop anyway. So tomorrow afternoon we'll do a quick members only airdrop, and then we'll have our regular stream. And then this weekend we'll be back on track with our Saturday or Sunday members only stream as far as how to be a better trader. So I will give anybody and everybody, if you're not a member yet, you still have the opportunity to become one and receive that airdrop. I'll give you tomorrow. We are going to do the airdrop, but if anybody becomes a member by this Saturday or Sunday, whenever we have the next members only, obviously I will still honor it, and we'll get you that airdrop dropped into your wallet. Now, the only couple things that you have to do to be eligible for the airdrop is obviously be a member, right? All you have to do is be a member and have a Solana wallet. Those are going to be your two main things that you're going to need as far as being eligible to receive that airdrop. So thank you, Rawls, for the the £5, brother. I really appreciate that. Bullish, what's going on? Kindemir, RJ's laughing, but he knows he just got paid from Soldier. Troy in the house. So let's see here. Let me check my watch list, and let's see, where is Corgi with knife. So it's down, and this kind of leads me to my next segment, guys. So today, DeFi got decimated. DeFi really, unless it was a new project that dropped on Solana and it's got its newbie gains, a lot of DeFi literally got decimated today. You can see Corgi AI down 16%. Like I keep telling you guys, nothing's going to change. I obviously know, who's running the project. So, nothing really to be too worried about. It just, the only thing that's like, it stinks is that this project hasn't been able to pick up traction yet, right? Hasn't been able to pick up traction yet. So that's the kind of the only, thing where you're like, because the liquidity is very low. And the market cap is very low, right? Which could be a good thing as far as market cap being low. Could be a good opportunity to buy in, So that's why, for right now, it's kind of, I think that's what's steering away some investors as far as buying in, just because the numbers are relatively low right now. But things can pick up very quick. Me personally, I know you guys don't know, but me personally, I know that the project is legit, and I have somebody close that's, as far as working with the devs and all that good stuff. So, nothing to worry about on my end as far as buying in on this project. So, I mean, and right now might not even be a bad time to buy in for myself, just because 16% dip, market cap's already relatively low. Maybe I'll pick up like a quick little 5 trill. Quick up a little 5 trill. You never know. I'll see. I'll wait. I'll see, because what I was going to say is today, look at the 24 hours. This is for Cronos. Look at the 24 hours for Cronos today, guys. I mean, just a freaking sea of red. The only thing that pops up that's green is this Crow Fam project that's up 134%. That's it. Everything else is freaking in the red, and some of them are deep in the red. 25% for Pasta or Stuck. What do we have? 10% for Push the Button. Ryoshi into the abyss, down 10%, but this thing has been just steadily falling. Time, which is Emmett, down freaking 19%. Corn Hub, which this was running just a few days ago, down 25%. I mean, we could continue to go down the list. All these projects, Kuroki, down 15%. Corgi's even down 6%. So today, not the best day for DeFi. Even NFK is down today. Down 18% today. It's one of those days. You can see on my watch list that majority of the projects are down. So, and if they're up, they're not up much. So it's just one of those days, unfortunately. As far as the DeFi, it's just not a good day. Not a good day as far as being in the red. Could be potentially a good day if you're stacking up, right? NFK down 18%. Not financial advice, but there you go. You got an 18% discount. What is it? Calls down 5%. That's a 5% discount in my eyes. Call's been kind of sticking around this right under the $50 million mark, right at this like 60 to 65 area. It looked like it was going on a run, right? It looked like it was going on a run, and hold on. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, it doesn't look. So it looked like it was going on a run, and it did break the trend, but just to come back and basically form the same exact trend again, right? And that's pretty much what you're seeing. These swings, right, for call. It stinks. It honestly stinks, because I think this project has a lot of potential, in my opinion. It just seems to, like, right after the crypto.com, it almost was like a curse. I wanted to pull up Crab, because like nobody brings up Crab anymore and talks about it. Look at this. Liquidity is down to 19K. Market cap's down to $48,000 for Crab. Absolutely crazy. Freaking month ago, everybody was screaming Crab. Or were you guys calling me a crab? Who knows? Gina said I'm late. Did I miss anything? Girl, you're going to make me repeat all that? You gonna make me repeat all that? I feel like I'm losing my voice too. We just basically, Gino, we're going to have a morning stream tomorrow. We have the CPI report coming out tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be covering that live. That's pretty much what you missed. Let's jump into the next article. So, U.S. presidential election comes down to crypto. Mark Cuban says. Now, who the hell, what other billionaire do I know that's been telling you guys this? There was another billionaire. Wait, he's not a billionaire yet, but future billionaire was talking about. Oh, it was Crip. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I was bringing this up, and I told you guys this months ago that whoever really got behind crypto was going to sway a lot of voters that were pretty much on the fence, right? As far as, kind of in the middle of they don't like this one, they don't like that one. Oh, but if they start talking about crypto and they hold crypto, that's going to sway them towards a certain direction, right? So, billionaire Mark Cuban suggests on June 8th that the U.S. 2024 presidential election between Republican frontrunner Donald Trump and the current president Joe Biden may boil down to each candidate's stance on crypto. Excuse me. In response to an op-ed piece written by crypto lawyer Preston Barron, the long-term crypto investor discussed Trump and Biden's respective crypto policies openly. I have said many times that Biden has to choose between Gensler or crypto voters. Have I not been saying this? Right? I told you that Gary is under Biden as far as on his payroll, and the dude has been attacking crypto for what? For a while now. And it's like I told you guys, I'm more about actions than words. Unfortunately, Trump, you go back years ago, he wasn't very pro crypto, right? And he said it. He was like, anything that's against the dollar, I'm not going to support. Well, now he understands that, wait, Bitcoin is not trying to take out the dollar, right? And he's a businessman. And remember, I'm not leaning towards any side. I'm just telling you guys facts. He's a businessman. And what he's basically saying, listen, I can get behind crypto as long as we can regulate it and it's a safe place. We can do this, right? And he's actually, every freaking day we keep reading articles how he's accepting crypto. Yesterday he was basically saying we need to keep all the central exchanges in America, right? We don't want them to leave America. And then you have on the other side, now I know those are just words, right? He hasn't been able to prove those words. Like I said, actions speak louder than words, right? But on the other end, we have Gary Gensler, which is under Biden, and they've had action. And what have they been doing? Going after XRP, going after Coinbase, shutting down KuCoin in America, going after Binance, you name it. What are they doing? They're going after the central exchanges. They just vetoed a bill to make it easier for banks to be able to hold crypto and be able to work with crypto indices. And what they vetoed it because they don't want them being friendly with crypto. And that right there is what I tell you guys. That's the actions that I see, right? And I don't like. So that's why I've been telling you guys. Not only is Gary Gensler under Biden's watch, but you also have Elizabeth Warren. That's a known, very vocal person that absolutely hates crypto. But if you look at her donors, which you can verify this, it's all banks, right? And you're like, well, wait, that contradicts what you just said. Banks want to hold crypto. Yeah, they want to hold crypto, but if they can't hold crypto, they're going to come after crypto because technically their enemies right now, if it is in the crypto industry, is going to be central exchanges. Why is that? Because they don't want to see you and I holding our money on central exchanges and maybe a stable coin versus the dollar and the bank. Obviously, we know why. Banks make money off of us holding money in our accounts. They physically will use your money, even if it's $100. They're loaning that $100 out and getting back 10% interest on every freaking dollar that we have in the bank with basically, while you're just holding the money in there, and they're giving you back freaking crumbs, right? So that's why they're pretty much against you and I holding money, on central exchanges and stuff like that. So they want to get in on it all, right? They're like, screw it. Instead of beating them, we want to basically, join it. We want to make sure that maybe we can do something like that to where you can hold your crypto on in your bank account. Imagine when banks, and eventually it's going to be like that, where you can actually, banks are going to have wallets. I'm getting ahead of us, right? This is like 50 years from now. Banks are going to be able to provide wallets where it's pretty much like a bank account where you can hold USDC, right? You can hold your Bitcoin, but the Biden administration is making it, is pretty much telling them they're not allowed to do that as of right now. Now you have someone coming up, Trump, which I said, it's all words, no action yet. But the way he's talking, very pro crypto. And this is the point of the article. I know I got into a whole rant on what's going on, but you have to understand all this. Understand where I'm coming from. You have this guy that's now pro crypto. He's going to sway a lot of voters that are possibly maybe don't like Trump, but they trade crypto, right? You mess with people's money, they're going to come after you, right? We had that talk yesterday. We won't get back into it, but that's what, that's pretty much what it is. If you're basically telling them, listen, no, I'm not coming after your money. I want to help. These people are going to be like, hell yeah. And it might sway them to go over towards the other side where they might not have never seen themselves. So I've said this many times that Biden has to choose between Gensler and crypto voters, or it could cost him the White House. Biden, who has often sided with U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC's) Chair Gary Gensler on swift crypto regulations, has shifted his tone in recent weeks amid Trump's vocal promotion of the digital assets. Now he's trying to shift his tone. I think it's honestly a little too late, but we'll see how it goes. So Mark tweeted out, do you really think he understands anything about crypto beyond saying he made money selling NFTs? Neither of them do. And I have said many times that Biden has to choose between Gensler or crypto voters, or it could cost him the White House. So Cuban further alleged that neither Biden or Trump had knowledge of crypto, despite previously taking opposing stance on the matter. We already read this. Trump and his wife, Melania, have been big proponents on non-fungible tokens, NFTs, with the former First Lady releasing several digital collectibles through her website. Trump, meanwhile, recently hosted a gala dinner for purchasers of his mugshot edition NFTs, shortly ahead of his 34-count conviction on fraud charges stemming from a hush money payment sent to a former adult film. We're not even going to repeat her name. This was a disgrace, the U.S. president said on the verdict. We already know about all that good stuff. We won't even get into it. But, let's see here. Let's read this because I want to read this. The recent poll from the Digital Currency Group shows that 20% of voters in swing states consider digital assets to be a major political issue when deciding which candidate to support. You hear that? Additionally, Biden stopped short of vetoing the House. Oh, he did? See, I didn't even know that. So additionally, Biden stopped short of vetoing the House of Representatives Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, the FIT 21, which would allow companies in the blockchain sector greater freedoms and amid the country's current lack of regulatory clarity. So I didn't even know that Biden, see, it said that he did veto it. So Biden stopped short of vetoing. So in this article, it's saying that he didn't veto it. I want to get a little bit more clarity on that because I remember us covering the article that said that he did actually sign the papers and he vetoed it. So if he didn't, I'm still not, too fond of him, honestly, because I feel like this is just a big political move. Obviously, you can say on the other end, why is Trump supporting this and that? Could be political. I completely agree with you on that one. But this guy literally, was like, at the last second, he stops right before the election to veto this bill. A little sus. Just a little sus. And honestly, like I said, actions speak louder than words. If we're going to continue to have 4 more years of attack on crypto, it's just not going to be good. So Cuban's commentary on cryptos comes as the race to the Oval Office reaches new levels of insanity, with Trump edging out Biden in the polls by just 1% of voters. So it's a close race right now. It definitely is. But you got to remember, those polls, they just tell a small story, right? They just tell a small story. They're basically going out and asking 10 people who you're going to vote for or why you're going to vote for them. Or did I say 10? I mean 1,000 people, right? Obviously, we have 360 plus million people. So, I mean, doesn't really tell you the full story. Dottie, what's going on, brother? Amor said, I'm actually glad I didn't sell call yet. Damn, boy, you've been holding that since day one. Dottie said, "What's up, brother? How are you doing today?" I'm doing better today, bro. I mean, I wasn't doing bad yesterday, but I'm doing even better today, pretty much, right? Manny said, "What's going on? I'm at work, but I'm listening." Art said, "Go Brandon." Troy, I heard a story that stray koala bears just lost 50,000 in a short or long in GameStop. Stray koala. Troy said, I don't know where I heard it, but my boss just told me about it. Hold on, guys. Let me see what's going on. Jared, what are you talking about? I didn't change my... What are you talking about, my picture? I'm reading the Discord chat real quick. EO said, bro, please check Corgi with knife. Alright, guys. How much is he paying you guys? Seriously. How much is he paying you guys? What is going on here? It's not coincidental anymore that you guys keep coming up and asking me about this project. Thank you so much for the $2, bro. I appreciate that. And I'm just playing around. So, I pretty much, there's not much to cover, right? There's not much to cover for right now. Like I said earlier when we talked about this, the numbers are low as of right now as far as liquidity and market cap and stuff like that. But obviously it's a newer project, so it has time to grow. If this is something that you believe in long term, obviously right now is not a bad time to be buying in whatsoever. But as far as what's going on with the project, all I can confirm is that the project's legit. I can confirm that it is legit for the most part. But other than that, I think they're kind of just waiting to really to move the project up. You can see the community took over as far as this. I'm reading this text right here. I can't even repeat what that says, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Like I said, I think this is one of those projects where you just put some money in and just hope for the best, right? It says there's 2,000 holders. What the hell? That don't seem legit. Lutz, what's going on, bro? I'm hearing that you're in the Discord saying some stuff. What's going on, bro? Jay said, I didn't ask because everyone else asked. Hey, you never know. Maybe this is a early thing here. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the market cap being so freaking low, I mean, if this thing does run up, there's a lot of room for some profits, right? Definitely a lot of room. I think what's scaring people for right now is that the liquidity is just is low, That's what I think is kind of hurting, or like that's kind of, not scaring people, but just keeping people where, like, just now, like you see, I'm sure this is somebody that's in the chat right now. They just bought in a small amount, right? I think a lot of people are doing that. They're just buying in small amounts, until this thing can kind of move up. So, Virginia, what's going on? Said, can you look at Anchor? I haven't pulled up Anchor in so long. I bought into Anchor like back in 2021. What's this thing at nowadays? 3 cents? You can see, look at this, how long it's been. This is when I had Anchor back in 2021. Trying to see if I can get a fib going here. Philly said, I'm late. What do you mean by that, bro? You got something to tell us? You got some baby news? You said you're late? I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just kidding. I hate this fib retracement, though. I'm not even going to lie. Yeah, it looks a lot better. So what is going on with Anchor? Well, I will tell you, Anchor is kind of those projects, and I want to pull it up real quick. This was traded on Coinbase, so it had a lot of traction back in 2021. But let me see, is this still traded on? Yeah, it's still on Coinbase. It's still on Coinbase and Binance. So, Anchor is one of those projects that will like kind of just like will bore the hell out of you and not do nothing for a while, and then out of nowhere it'll run up, right? So you can see the market cap right now, $300 million, $372 million, relatively low, right? So big potential on some big gains, especially being on those major exchanges. From where it's at right now, this is a chart from all the way back. But for this bull run, the high so far has been around 6 cents, a little bit over, around almost 7 cents, running up and hitting its head at the 382 right here. So you can see it has been on a downward move since it's ran up. You can see the trend obviously is pointing towards the downside. So if you're long term for this project, I would say right now, not a terrible time to just be accumulating. Anything probably around the 786, which is going to be around that 333 area. If this does come down, that would be a beautiful, in my opinion, beautiful time to just buy in. I would not focus on the charts. Like I said, this thing will kind of bore you out for a while, and then it'll start running up. Anything on Coinbase has potential to really do a lot, especially Coinbase and Binance. So if this is long term, like I said, I would just kind of have patience, dollar cost average in on the project, and kind of just let everything play itself out for this project. But Anchor, honestly, I think it's a legit project. This is an OG. It's been out since back in 2021's bull run, so it definitely could do some big things again. I know, Philly. I know you were to the live, bro. I was messing with you. I was just kidding with you, bro. Jay, thank you so much for the $2, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Oh, Lutz, I see what you're saying, bro. I got your message, dude. Tell Jer that in the chat, because he was thinking maybe it was a little bit of FUD, but I understand where you're at. And if you guys are wondering right now, the Discord, we have not been posting the Discord in the chat on YouTube because we have disabled all invites for right now. Community has grown very large, and we had to kind of put it on pause because we weren't able to manage it properly. Number one thing we want to make sure on the Discord is that there's no scammers. Everybody's legit on there. And it was starting to become a little hectic because we were having to deal with some bad players, and they were like hiding in the background, sending invites to people. They were creating accounts so they could come back into the chat, so it was just a big pain. We had to kind of flush all those rats out, so we had to exterminate them. Excuse me. So listen, guys, tomorrow we are going to have a couple big things tomorrow. We're going to do our members only stream. It's going to be a very short stream. It's going to be pretty much instructions on what we're doing for the airdrop. So you guys, if you're not already, make sure you guys hit that join button, become a member. Tomorrow we're giving out free money pretty much for the airdrop. Tomorrow we're going to have an early stream. We're going to have a busy day tomorrow because we're going to have an early stream in the morning around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the CPI report. We're going to do our members only stream, and then we're going to have our regular stream right after that. So I got to make sure I don't have anything planned for tomorrow because we're going to have a busy day tomorrow. But honestly, if you ask me what do I think is going to happen for today, for the rest of the day, nothing too much. We're seeing Bitcoin right now trying to move towards the upside as of now, right? Trying to find that support, which it pretty much did. It bounced a little bit below the 66.4, right? Now it's trying to do a V-shaped recovery. I honestly think it's going to be possibly short-lived. Now, we could be seeing a good CPI report tomorrow, and that might, and a lot of people are thinking like that we might see a good CPI report, another good one. Like I said, good CPI report tomorrow is going to lead us probably to a good FOMC meeting, which is going to follow a few hours later. So it could be a very bullish move tomorrow. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, expect volatility, and I still do believe that. But now I'm thinking about it all, and I'm like, whoa, if we get a good CPI report tomorrow, we could be seeing a good day tomorrow as far as a double kind of run. CPI report drops, we see some good numbers. We meet forecasts or we're under forecasts, right? Good thing. Bullish. We're running. The FOMC meeting comes out. Jerome Powell comes out, and he's speaking very dovish, saying that, the last two CPI reports have been great, that we're definitely still on track for Fed easing at some point this year. I think the markets are going to start rallying. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But for the most part today, we read the articles. You can see the bubbles for today. It's been pretty much just one of those days where the markets are down. But, things can change very, very quickly. And I think tomorrow, as long as that CPI report comes out and it's decent, and I don't mean decent, but we meet that forecast, at the very least, we meet the forecast. Now, if we come under, expect this thing's going to start running. If we do come out and it's hotter than normal, I know I've already said this multiple times. If we come out tomorrow and we even just hit what we previously hit, 3.6, it's not going to be good. 3.6 or higher, not good. 3.5 or lower, very, very good. Very nice. Very nice. So, we'll see how that works. But other than that, guys, short stream today. We have a busy day tomorrow. So, I'm going to get my rest. I'm still, believe it or not, still catching up. 5 days of freaking just going crazy. I'm still, bro, I slept like a damn baby last night. And I'm going to do it again today. So, other than that, guys, I will see you back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll see you guys then, all right? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.